So, Lamidi Papa, the factional national leader of Labour Party, is here with us, and he has said he's not the one that is causing problem in Labour Party, and he did not go for any withdrawal of petition from the tribunal. If you have any evidence of what you are saying, bring up the evidence. Let us see. Guys, let's watch the interview. It's an interesting one. All right.
The news has been making the rounds, and we would like you to clarify in simple terms. Did you attempt to withdraw the petitions filed at the Presidential Election Petition Tribunal? Yes or no?
No attempt has been made at all to write a withdrawal letter of the petitions before the tribunal. And it is not even reasonable for anyone to have had such an idea that for somebody who has built a house, we decide to destroy that same house. I think it's highly unreasonable for anybody to have that type of opinion. I have never done so, and I will never do so.
Mr. Papa, I'm asking...
I can't hear properly.
Can you hear me now, please?
Yes, go ahead.
Great. I'm asking how you think that these allegations surfaced. For instance, we understand that the acting National Publicity Secretary of your party is saying this is the work of external saboteurs. Do you stand with him, or is there more depth to this?
I told you we have never done anything like that. To withdraw this, tribunal something from any letter of withdrawal from the tribunal. We have never done so. I've said this several times, and I want the whole world to still know this, that we have never. And if anybody has any proof to show, please, that person is free to come forward and tell the whole world.
All right. There are also talks by the Julius Abure faction of the Labour Party that at the moment that yourself and some other members of the party are moles within the party, so to speak, working for the APC under the guise of trying to advance the cause of Labour Party. How true is this?
That's not correct. I've said it times with that number that such an attitude is anti-party and it's anti-progress. I've never done so. And I've told them if anybody has a proof or evidence, let them come forward and tell the whole world if they have any. And they've not been able to bring any. If they don't have that evidence, they should keep short and say other things to the whole world, not repeating what is unreasonable and what is absolutely nonsense.
Oh, Mr. Papa, we know your stance. You've made it very clear. But clearly there is some division, with the Labour Party regarding this matter. Just wondering what steps you might be taking towards a resolution.
Well, the leaders of the party, including our principal, the presidential candidate, is also working on it. We're expecting him to call a meeting. And once that meeting is called, we will sit down and resolve the matter.
All right, Mr. Papa, I also would like to find out from you, because at the moment, I know you're at loggerheads with Julius Abure at the moment. But talk to us. A lot of people would think that after so many gains that the Labour Party witnessed, wins, some would say, at different points, understanding that the Labour Party were not really regarded, now became a third force. Some would have expected that the Labour Party will come together, try to build on the wins, and probably seek to strengthen in different areas. But what we've been getting are these squabbles upon squabbles, fights, bickering, and all sorts to divide the party as against unite the party. Can there be a middle ground whereby yourself, Julius Abure, both camps can meet and resolve this in the interest of the party?
Well, thank you very much. I've said it earlier on that our principal, the president candidate, is working on that. And we're expecting him to call both parties. We will talk. But the crux of the matter has nothing to do with the crisis, but it has something to do with criminality. the chairman of the party, the ex-chairman, was directed by the court, ordered by the court, not to parade himself as leader of the party and 3 others for alleged criminal offenses. And the whole world is not speaking to that. He's talking about somebody is using A or B, C, D. He should talk about the criminal aspects, not the aspect of looking excuses that the whole world will not consider as if is a saint. So the point is that he has been alleged by a court, and they have asked him to step aside. He should step aside and face the court charges against him, not looking for excuses or trying to incite people against us. All we said was that since you have been asked to step aside, face your charges, and when you are lucky to come back, you come back and take your positions. And where you are unfortunate, then the law take its course. I don't know why he keeps on just parabolating, giving excuses, inciting people, blackmailing us unnecessarily. That's the point I'm raising. He should come out, defend all the charges against him. And it's simple. It is not a difficult thing. His own is not the first in Nigeria. But because I want to tell you that nobody is above the law. If he wants to do that, then he should face the charges. And that's not more than that. There is no crisis in the party. The point is that he is the chairman, he has deputy, and it is clearly stated in the constitution that for whatever reason, if the chairman is unable to play his role, then the deputy chairman will take over in acting capacity. It does not require long story. It does not require long grammar. I can even demonstrate to you, deputy means or somebody in acting capacity. If you fail to do certain things at a particular time, somebody will do it on your behalf. And when you come back to normalcy, then you take over your job. I wonder why instead of stepping aside, he keeps on giving excuses, blackmailing us, and so on and so forth. I'm very sure the whole world will soon know who is telling lies among us.